Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. About me, I am Sandeep Bhushan Thummala. I have 10 years of teaching experience for civil services. I teach international relations and internal security and analysis of the Hindu newspaper. And this session will help you in regards to cracking prelims and mains both together. And in this entire session, I would be emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases which will be very useful for identifying the factual and analytical question for prelims point of view. So definitely my tagline which goes ahead as identifying the keywords or emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases will definitely make you understand or identify the factual and analytical question for the prelims point of view, as well as you get into the mode of understanding the importance of emphasizing the keywords and the key phrases. You would certainly make it to the practice of imbibing the keywords and the key phrases in your answer, that is in your answer writing. So definitely your answer writing, that is in regards to the mains examination, your answers would be precise and concise when your answers would be precise and concise when you imbibe the keywords and the key phrases in your answer for the mains examination. So definitely your answers will be apt, it will be to the point, it will be what is being demanded by the UPSC by to towards the civil servant aspirant. So definitely my session will help you in regards to prelims as well as mains examination. You will also score high marks in the mains examination in regards to your imbibing the keywords and the key phrases. So definitely this session will be helpful for you in regards to prelims mains for 2020 as well as 2021. And prior to that, you have a notification that is in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, which is India's largest learning platform. And once you get subscribed, you will have unlimited live and recorded courses from India's best educators. And the privileges what you get once you subscribe are the daily live classes, live testing quizzes, structured courses, and unlimited access to the recorded and the live courses. And these are the educated at Unacademy, which you can see it on your screen. And in regards to the Let's Crack UPSC CSE English, the courses offered are economy, environment, and ecology, and current affairs. And along with that, you have the other courses which are part of it, that is essay writing, internal security, social issues, and all of the courses which you can also see it on your screen. And in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English subscription, you have 12 months of subscription wherein the original price is 44,000, and when you use my code while subscribing, that is SBT10, so definitely you will have 10% discount on the original price, that is 44,000, and the discounted price would be 39,600. So do take the maximum benefit of using my code SBT10 to avail 10% discount, on the original price, that is 44,000 for 12 months. And in regards to 24 months, you have in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English subscription, the original price is 64,000, and you can use my code SBT10 Sandeep Bhushan Thummala to avail 10% discount on the 64,000, which is original price. And once you use my code SBT10 Sandeep Bhushan Thummala, you will, the discounted price would be 57,000. So you need to pay only 57,600 for 24 months. So do take the advantage for 12 months using my code SBT10 and avail 10%, as well as for 24 months also use my code SBT10 and avail 10% on the original price. And my session is, today's session is in regards to the analysis of the Hindu newspaper. And before I get into the topic analysis of the Hindu newspaper, I would say very good morning to everyone who is live and also in the live chat. So good morning to Kiran, good morning to Rohit, Sudarshanan, good morning to Nayan Mondal, Malvika, Venila, everyone, very good morning. And then I would enter into the session, that is analysis of the Hindu newspaper. And here I would reiterate once again, my tagline is emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases. My tagline is emphasizing on the keywords and the key phrases, which will be certainly useful for prelims as well as mains examination for UPSC. And today's newspaper, which talks about two Indian High Commissioners staff abducted. So definitely we have been seeing that the issue between India and China, and also the issue between India and Nepal, and we know that there is definitely in regards to LOC ceasefire violation, there is the issue between India and Pakistan. But now it has gone to a different level, that the Indian nationals were abducted. Indian nationals were abducted, that is two Indian nationals, that is Paul Selvadas and then Brahma. They were Vienna Convention, and this is very important. Vienna Convention on diplomatic relations. Vienna Convention on diplomatic relations, that is 1961. As per 1961 Vienna Convention on diplomatic relations, and the other one is in regards to the code of conduct, that is 1992. And based on this code of conduct, and then in regards to the Vienna Convention on the diplomatic relations 1961 and the code of conduct of 1992, both these codes and these conventions get into the play for the safety of Indian and also the Pakistan diplomats during the hostile exchanges. Okay, is the voice clear? Siddharthan, is the voice clear? Is it buffering? Okay, fine. Now, okay, fine. And extremely sorry for the inconvenience which has been caused due to few technical errors. Extremely sorry. And if you look at this, a case diary between India and Pakistan, that we have seen that two Indian nationals were the employees of the Indian High Commissioner at Islamabad, that is Paul Selvadas and Vimu Brahma. They were the drivers, and they were abducted by the security agencies, Pakistan, by the security agents, suspected. And then they said that they have been released in the evening, and then the police or the Home Ministry, Ministry of Foreign Affairs have made it very clear that they were involved in the kind of what you say traffic accident, and that is why they were been taken into custody. And even Pakistani authorities accused the two of the hit and run case and a fake currency circulation So this is a acquisition being made by the Pakistani authorities onto the Indian nationals. And then once again, I would say very good morning to Kiran, Rohit, Sudarshanan, Nayan Mondal, Malvika, Sajivan, Vendala, and then MK Meal, Siddharthan, David, everyone, very good morning to once again. And there is one more news in regards to the Nepal move on altering map is unilateral. So definitely we have seen that Nepal has gone ahead with its own new political map, and it has been having the entire uh, the kind of unanimous voting has been taken place in the lower house, and then it is expected to even pass it in the upper house. So definitely this is a cause of concern for India, because now when the constitutional amendment has been brought to the Nepal's new political map, now the situation is that whether there would be a talks which would move forward in a very positive direction is the very big question at the need of the hour. And then Nepal Prime Minister, that is KP Sharma Oli, as we have seen that they have gone ahead with constitutional amendment to the Nepal's map, and this brings what do you say virtually ruling out talks with the Kathmandu for the moment. So definitely India has made a situation that the further discussions would be virtually ruling out talks. Further discussion would be ruling out talks with Kathmandu for the moment. And we have seen the vote on changing the map depicted in the Nepal national symbol. So national symbol is being depicted even in the new political map of Nepal, wherein we have seen that Limpu Yadura, and then Kalapani and the Lipu Lake Pass. All these three have been included into the territory of Nepal, and it has been unanimously approved in the lower house on June 14th, and it would be by the next week, even it would go through or it would pass through the upper house of the Nepal also, and we have seen the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has also made the statement saying that the issues between India and Nepal, that is in regards to the Nepal's new political map, or also in regards to the disputed area, that is Kalapani, would be resolved through a proper dialogue. So definitely, even the Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has made it very clear that it will be resolved, and it will be resolved through the dialogue. And this is what the new political map looks at. So this is the one which is in the orange is the one which is the new added political map, and they have added the Limpuyadura, and then the Kalapani, this spot, and then the Lipu Lake. So these are the three areas which have been part of the new political map. And if you look at why I think I have said this, so this is the actually the natural border. This is the Mahakali River. So you can call it Mahakali River or Kali River or Sharada River. So what the as per the 1816 Treaty of Sagoli, what it says is that the east of Mahakali River is Nepal, and then west of the Mahakali River, then British India. I'm saying then British India, and then it was made it very clear. But now the experts of the Nepal has gone ahead that the Mahakali River, they are trying to go to the origin of Mahakali River, origin of Mahakali River. That is the origin of the Mahakali River or the tributaries which joins the Kali River is almost at the mountains of the Limpu Yadura. So therefore, they have considered Limpu Yadura as the river, Mahakali River, which is a national boundary between between India and Nepal now. So this is the entire new political map which has been which has got the constitutional amendment in the lower house, and it will be passed in the upper house. It will be introduced in the upper house in the Nepal. So definitely this is a cause of concern, and then India has said that probably virtually ruling out talks with Kathmandu for the moment. Is that what India is prejudged any future discussions with the Nepal? And we also have a news in regards to the India-China military command's whole talk. So definitely we have been seeing this news since almost May 5th. That is May 5th onwards. India-China face-off has been taking place during along the LAC, and we have seen that the military engagement and also the diplomatic engagement are both together, which are what you say part of the quiet diplomacy, making sure that there is a pending resolution which would come into action, that the situation along the LSA between India and China will resolve. And we have seen that there is a continuation of the ground level dialogue which is happening between India and China, and the talks have been held on June 15th, that is in regards to the brigade commander and commanding officer level in the Galwan area. So definitely the issue that is in regards to the military engagement is definitely what you say persistently being conducted by both the sides, that is at the ground level dialogues, that is the brigade commander and commanding officer level in Galwan area in the eastern Ladakh. Why? Because the partial disengagement has taken place only in the Galwan valley or Galwan area. So this is area which is now the partial disengagement of the troops have taken place from India side. That is from the India has gone ahead with asking the Chinese troops to move further back into its own territory, and only in the Galwan Valley area it has been what you said the troops have moved forward. Therefore, the talks have been taken place at the brigade commander and the commanding officer level in the Galwan Valley, and then definitely the ground level military talks were regularly making sure that they would resolve the issue, that is the standoff between or the face off between India and China, and definitely the de-escalation they are focusing, both the countries are focusing on the de-escalations. We have seen the de-escalations in the Galwan Valley, but still de-escalations in the what you say patrolling points 14, 15, 17A, and also in the Pyongyang Lake and also in the Nakula Pass. So all these areas are still the de-escalation hasn't taken place. That is why the talks are going ahead by focusing on the de-escalation at patrolling points PP14 and PP15 and also the 17A, and China had undertaken built up troops. So definitely we have seen the kind of what you say the incursion which has been taken place from China, and China is definitely undertaking troops building up of troops. This is very important. Troops and deploying fighter bombers, and then in regards to the rocket forces, deploying rocket forces, and also the air defense radars and jammers along the side of the along the side of the LAC in the eastern Ladakh. And Anand has joined. Anand Ningthoja. Anand, very good morning to you. Very good morning to you, Anand. And as we know that China is going ahead with this is the area of concern, and that is why they wanted to de-escalate even at the areas, that is the patrolling points PP14, PP15, and also 17A, and also in the Pangyong Lake area, that is in the fingers right from finger 1 to finger 8, as I've explained in the previous classes. Finger 1 to finger 4 is the finger 1 to finger 4 is the one wherein India has the control, but India does finger 1 to finger 4 is what India has control, but India has the patrolling from India patrols from finger 1 to finger 8, and in regards to finger 8 is what China controls, and China goes ahead with finger 8 to finger 2 the patrolling. China goes ahead with the patrolling, and what is the concern here now is the finger 4. Finger 4 is the bone of contention wherein the China's troops are stationed at finger 4, and they are not allowing the Indian troops to further, what do you say, have patrol towards the finger 8. And therefore Johan has also joined. It is all patrolling position. PP is patrolling position. So you have different positions. You have different, Siddharthan, you have different positions. PP is patrolling position. Patrolling position. They have position demarcated, which what is along the LAC, and that particular patrolling position 17A, 15, and 14 are the one which are still in the conflict zones. Still in the conflict zone. And Johan has also joined. Very good morning to you, Johan. I think Siddharthan, you have got the point. PP is patrolling point, and this is the Pangyong Lake, which you can look at, and this is the area we are having this. What do you say? Finger 4 is the one which is the bone of contention, wherein between India and Chinese troops, and this is the Galwan area, wherein the discussions are still going at the ground level, ground military level. This is this area wherein the still talks are going on, Galwan Valley or Galwan Valley River, and this is the Karakoram range, and this is the Karakoram Pass. You have also the Karakoram National Highway this side. The further, what do you say, west of Daulat Beg Oldie. This is Daulat Beg Oldie is the one which is the what do you say, Indian Air Base. Indian Air Base. Daulat Beg Oldie is the Indian Air Base, and you have road which is been actually from the Leh, that is you have from the Darbuk Shock river, Darbuk Shock, and then till the Daulat Beg Oldie river, that is Darbuk Shock Daulat Beg Oldie road, which is of 255 kilometers, and this is why the China is really concerned about the India going ahead with the road construction or infrastructure development. And Chushul is the one which is also a bone of contention. Chushul and also Demchuk. You have your Demchuk, Demchup. Fine. And these are the one. This is a Pyongyang Lake. So definitely this is the area valley wherein we have this discussions now going on, and in regards to the mutually both the sides are going ahead with the agreeing the 5 locations of conflict. As Siddhartha, now you'll get the point. 5 location conflict, that is patrolling point PP14, 15, and 17A, and also the north bank of Pangyong Lake, north bank of Pangyong Lake. So definitely this is the north, the here north bank of Pangyong Lake is also one which is the area which is still the conflicting area. And also Chushul, as I said, Chushul is also one which is the conflict area or conflict location. Along with that, Demchuk is also one, the conflict. And then, as I said, from here Leh, from here you have the Shock Lake here, Shock River here. From Leh or Darbuk you have the place. From here you have the connectivity to here Daulat Beg Oldie River, and you have the Karakoram Pass here. You have the one more Karakoram ranges here, and also you have the Karakoram Highway also this is. And then you have the CHN glacier here, NJ9842, So these are very, very important in regards to the Indus River. Also here it flows from here this way and then goes, and then again further it comes down. So definitely this is the one. And what I'm talking about, finger 4 area of the Pangyong Lake here, the Pangyong Lake here, that is the one which is definitely a cause of concern, and that is where the more of discussion is going on in regards to the finger 4 area of the Pangyong Lake. And then ICMR, there is another news which talks about the ICMR recommends use of faster COVID-19 testing kit. So definitely this is again very, very important in regards to the prelims point of view, because again in regards to the SNT there is a possibility that the question could be framed, because it is the ICMR has recommended the use of what, standard Q COVID-19 AG or COVID-19 AG, you can write it here. Standard Q COVID-19 AG, that is antigen. This is antigen detection test. This is a test called as antigen detection test in, especially in the containment zone, so that the healthcare settings in the combination with the RT-PCR test. So definitely this is along with the, what do you say, RT-PCR test which has been going on. They will go ahead with the in the containment zones. The usage, or the ICMR has recommended the use of the standard Q. This is very, very important for the prelims point of view. Key phrase, what is this? Standard Q COVID-19 AG, that is antigen detection test. And what is this? It collects the nasal swab. Nasal swab is used for testing in this procedure. So what is used? Nasal swab is used for the standard Q COVID-19 AG, that is antigen detection test. For this, nasal swab is used. And a positive test in antigen. Antigen means definitely it is the foreign body. Antigen is a foreign body. So whenever there is a positive test in the antigen, that is the result of which will be available just within 30 minutes. And this is what is considered as the true positive one, and does not need reconfirmation of RT-PCR. So definitely with this, the ICMR which has come up with the recommendation of the usage of the standard Q COVID-19 antigen detection test, which will show the result within 30 minutes. And once the result comes, then there is no need for the reconfirmation of the RT-PCR test. This is very, very important, because this could be asked again in the which among the following statements are incorrect. So once the standard Q COVID-19 antigen detection test is used by using the nasal swab collections, so then there is no need for the confirmation of the RT-PCR test. Why? Because the test itself, whenever it is a positive, it will show the positive in regards to the antigen. Antigens are the foreign bodies. Foreign bodies in the sense, here in this case, it is SARS-CoV-2. SARS-CoV-2 is the antigen. And this kit is been validated by the ICMR and the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. So this is in regards to ICMR plus All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and it is different from the rapid antibody test kit. It is different from the rapid antibody test kit. So this is not antibody, please do understand. Antibody test kit is for within antibodies, but this is antigen. Please do understand, there is a logic between this. It is not antibody test kit. You have the antibody test kits also, wherein in that test we will identify the antibodies. That means if you have the antibodies, that means definitely there is a antigen which is part of the blood. So here in this case, it will be by the swab, nasal swab, and there they are testing for the antigen, not for the antibody. Please do take it into consideration. This test, standard Q COVID-19, is antigen detection test, not the kind of, what you say, antibody test. Antibody test takes place when you take the blood samples. Please do understand, it takes place when you take, when the it is been detected by using the or taking the sample, that is a blood sample. But here in this case, it is the swab sample, national swab sample, wherein the detection will be for the antigen. That is the difference. And a sample, that is a nasopharyngeal swabs, in this test is used, but wherein in regards to the antibody, blood is used. Please do understand, in regards to the antibody, and in regards to the antigen. In regards to the antibody, blood test is what is taken into consideration. In antigen, it is nasopharyngeal swabs or nasal swabs are been taken into consideration for the collection, and then they go out with the test. And whenever there is, what is the antibodies present in the blood, that means there is, what do you say, chances of SARS-CoV-2 being detected. And here in this case, standard Q antigen, standard Q COVID-19 AG, that is antigen detection test. Whenever antigens are positive, that is detected, that means the antigens are being part of the swab. That means SARS-CoV-2 is definitely into it. And standard CoV-2 is a rapid chromatographic immunoassay for qualitative detection of specific antigen. And then you can take this as a keyword, that is chromatographic immunoassay. Chromatographic in the sense you have the mixing of the technology which is used for mixing of various, what do you say, various parts, and then that is used for a qualitative detection of specific antigens too. So definitely they will try to identify or detect the specific antigens which are part of the SARS-CoV-2. So definitely this is the one which is been recommended by the ICMR plus AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences. And this again is very important for prelims point of view, because this has been developed by ST Biosensor. ST Biosensor. This is very important uh, for the prelims, that is in regards to the SNT, and this has been developed by ST Biosensor, that is the South Korean company. It is a South Korean company, and which is having a manufacturing unit at Manesar, that is in Gurugram. So definitely the one which is developing this nasopharyngeal swabs, or else in regards to the standard COVID-19 antigen, is the Biosensor, which is a South Korean based company, and the manufacturing unit you have it in the Manesar Gurugram. And this is very important, I said, for the prelims point of view in regards to the SNT. And this, the test can be interpreted positive or negative after 15 minutes, and the maximum duration is 30 minutes. So definitely this is a fast, what do you say, trying to identify whether the person has been affected by the SARS-CoV-2, not in regards to, not, this is not in regards to the antibody test, but it is an antigen test. Please do understand, antigen test. And this test will be taken into consideration by using the nasopharyngeal swabs, and this is what it is, the biosensor, SD biosensor, or else the standard COVID-19 antigen, which is by the ST Biosensor, South Korean company, which is the which has the manufacturing unit in Manesar, that is in Gurugram. And you have the another one news which talks about the GDP contraction would endanger MSMEs. So definitely we have seen the Prime Minister has gone ahead with the 20 lakh crore economic stimulus package, and along with that we have seen the Finance Ministry has come up with the different phases or 5 phases trying to help the core sectors. And then one of the point was that it was definitely in regards to the helping or aiding the MSMEs, or stimulating, stimulating or pumping or liquidating the MSMEs. So definitely the micro, small and medium enterprises are the one which have been taken into consideration by the Finance Minister and then the Prime Minister also in regards to the economic stimulus package, that because of the national lockdown there was complete, what do you say, damage to the economic activity. For the revival of the business, so there was necessity and the compulsion and the need of the hour to pump the liquidity into the micro, small and medium enterprises, not only just into the, what do you say, RBI, Apex Bank pumping money into the banks, but rather the also pumping money into the MSMEs, that is micro, small and medium enterprises. And we have seen that the IMF, WB, and then credit rating agencies S&P and Fitch have all come to the point that there would be a global economic contraction as well. They have also made it very clear that the India's economy would also contract. So that is a cause of concern, wherein the GDP contraction will take place because of the national lockdown, because of the total, what do you say, economic activity which has been standstill for almost 30-45 days or so. That is a cause of concern. And now the rating agency, that is a CRISIL, we have seen recently S&P and also in regards to the Fitch have come up with the rating agency in regards to the India's GDP contraction. And the rating agency, now the CRISIL, has made a report or a research report, says that 5% contraction of the GDP in 2020-21 will lead to the 15% fall in the corporate revenue, India's revenue. So definitely it is saying that 5% will be the contraction in regards to the GDP, and then it will be, that will cascade or it will affect 15% fall in the corporate India's revenue, and it poses an existential threat. This is very important. It is posing a existential threat for whom? The small businessman. That is why we are talking about the micro, small, and medium enterprises. So definitely the small businessman will be definitely hit. Okay, sir, what is liquidity? Liquidity is money. It's absolutely, it is money. Circulation of money. Siddharthan. It is circulation of money. Liquidity means circulation of money. Very simple. And the micro, small, and medium enterprises sectors will have to face a sharper decline in revenue. That is why the as 15% fall in the corporate India's revenue constitutes that the micro, small, and medium enterprises, because of the 5% contraction of the country's GDP, will affect sharper decline in revenues in regards to the MSMEs itself, and that would be up to 21%. And while operating profit margins, it will come down to 4 to 5%. So definitely the revenues will decline, and also the profit margins will also decline in regards to the MSMEs, and that is the cause of concern from what do you say India's point in regards to the micro, small, and medium enterprises, because the banks have also raised the concern that if we are trying to pump money into the MSMEs, and definitely if tomorrow again, because of the situation of the national lockdown, if the businesses are not really flourishing, then again the MSMEs which have given loans to the smaller units, again they will not be in a position to repay the amount to the MSMEs. Again MSMEs will be falling short of revenues, and that is what is happening now as per the rating agency CRISIL, which has come up with a research report saying that there would be definitely a sharper decline in revenues and profit margin, that is 21 percentage, and the profit margin coming down to 4 to 5 percentage. And then MSME's existence crisis, so definitely it will face the existential crisis, and its revenue will fall to one fifth of it, and then there would be a short decline in the operating level. So ultimately what is affecting is the MSME, that is a micro, small, and medium enterprises. Liquidity is affecting, the profit margin is affecting, and then the operating level or the entire aggravating the liquidity itself, the credit worthiness also will be impacted because of the contracting of the GDP itself. And the center and the RBI, we have seen that they have come up with various measures in trying to make sure that MSMEs will be protected, and they have come up with the collateral free loans up to 3 lakh crore rupees. That means the government will also be part of the credit guarantee. Government will be at the credit guarantee only for this sub interest subvention. That is, interest subvention means the government will pay the only the interest, not the principal, only the interest. So definitely it was. And also the one MSMEs who will give loans, or the MSMEs who will take, the small businessmen who will take loans, they would be collateral free. That means not attaching any kind of what is a property to it, they will be having the collateral free loans up to 3 lakh crores. And this was taken up by the RBI and then the center. And definitely we have seen the various policy intervention by the Reserve Bank of India and the finance minister has offer a little hope, and they cannot revive the demand. That is what is very important. Whatever has been taken up by the finance ministry, or the micro, small, and medium enterprises trying to be protected by the finance ministry, so that the revival of the business would take place. But at this situation, they are unable to, what you say, have any kind of hope that they would revive the demand, which is crucial for the small businesses. And then if you look at all this, there would be certainly again the unorganized sectors or the informal sectors will be definitely affected, and that would be affecting even the employment generation, and that would be definitely affecting the employment generation, and that is the cause of concern. Now again, in spite of what you say, the government coming up with the 20 lakh crore rupees of the economic stimulus package, but still that is not really helping the micro, small, and medium enterprises. That is not really helping the micro, small, and medium enterprises. So definitely we have looked at the issues in regards to the Pakistan LOC, and also the way we have looked at this is very very important. That is Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relation 1961, according to that, and the Code of Conduct of 1992. These both are very very important, 1961 and 1992, because this could be very very important. Why I am saying is based on this, it ensures, both this ensures the safety of Indian and Pakistan diplomats during hostile exchanges. So definitely whenever this kind of situation, that is abduction, suspecting of the abductions by the Indians, I mean, of the Indian nationals by the Pakistani security agencies. So there comes the invoking of the Vienna Convention. Vienna is the rules and regulations we have taken up, has been signed India as part of the Vienna Convention of diplomatic relations, based on the diplomatic relations. So that could be again a question in regards to the current affairs IR questions, current affairs IR questions based on the Vienna Convention on the diplomatic relations and the code of conduct of both the countries 1992, safety of Indians and also the Pakistan diplomats, that we have looked at, and also this in regards to the India, Nepal also. So when India says that probably we do not have any kind of what you say virtually ruling out any talks with the Kathmandu for the moment. So definitely the way they have gone ahead with the constitutional amendment. So again, this is a current affairs in regards to India with the neighboring countries, and this again geography map based. You can also have this for the prelims point of view, and this we have taken again in regards to the current affairs in regards to India, China itself. Again, geography map based. And this again SNT, we have looked at the new what the ICMR has recommended, that is in regards to the standard Q COVID-19 AG antigen detections test. And then once we are going ahead with that, then there is no need for the RT-PCR test. And then you have another test which is for the antibody, but the antibody test would be taken into consideration by taking the blood samples. But the antibody test, that is the standard COVID-19 antigen, is by taking the samples, that is the nasopharyngeal swabs, not the blood test. And then for economy point of view, we have seen this for economy point of view in regards to the prelims, that is the MSMEs, the micro, small and medium enterprises we have looked at. And this is as per the rating agencies CRISIL. So definitely this is the one which we have looked at for the prelims point of view, which will be very, very useful for UPSC prelims point of view. And therefore I hope this was a very important, knowledgeable, and then informative session. And do like the video, share the video, and also subscribe the video in regards to Let's Crack UPSC CS English. And then go ahead with subscription for 12 months and 24 months subscription. And while you're going ahead with that, do subscribe using my code SBT10, that is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10, because you can avail 10% discount on the original amount, and then you will get 10% discount on the original amount on the 12 months and also 24 months. And if you haven't downloaded the Unacademy Learners app, do download and be part of the Unacademy special classes of having access to various courses by various educators. And you can also have access to UPSC CSE English in 10 minutes. And the Telegram link is Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. And I would say thank you and all the best. And you can connect to me in through my Telegram link, that is t.me/Sandeep Bhushan SBT, t.me/Sandeep Bhushan SBT. And any queries also you can try to reach me through my WhatsApp number by messaging to my WhatsApp number, that is 9292003111, 9292003111. Anand says, sir, we need only main key on this Hindi newspaper analysis. Listen, I didn't get you, Anand. Main key on this Hindi or Hindu? I didn't get you, Anand. And I would say thank you and all the best. And also make sure that you are definitely in the mode of the preparation, being very consistency. Take care of your physical and also mental health also. Anand, you have said, sir, we need only main key on this Hindu newspaper analysis. Please send me. I didn't understand it. Please try to put forth it, because it's time over. I'm trying to, what do you say, log off. Okay, thank you very much, Kiran. David Paul, thank you. Anand, please try to message me, because time's up for me. I'm trying to log off. I didn't get you because you're asking about the main key on the Hindi newspaper analysis. Hindi or Hindu? Please send me. I didn't understand it. And then do not forget, while you're subscribing for Unacademy, do not forget to use my code SBT10. That is Sandeep Bhushan Thummala 10. Okay, fine. Now I would log off. Probably tomorrow, Anand, please try to put forward your view in the class, tomorrow's class. And then we will meet again at 10:15. 10:15 a.m. I will come up with the editorials and articles analysis, trending editorials and articles analysis. Okay, Hindu. Okay. Key. There is nothing kind of key, but there is analysis. I'll go ahead with this. This is what I have. There is no key. Key. Are you talking about in regards to the what do you say? Okay, fine. See you at again 10:15 a.m. Thank you very much.